We've got Bree Hall, Coordinator of Athletics and Marketing at Southeast Missouri State University, along with her volleyball coach, Julie Yankus. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. Why is there try it again. Hi.
Hello.
Yay, we've got her. Woohoo. Okay, so we are here because you're about to start playing.
Yes, we are. We have a big tournament this weekend. We're really excited. Hosting 3 big schools, but particularly hosting Iowa on Thursday.
Iowa. That stands for Idiots Out Wandering Around. So you can tell them I said so. All right. So, Bree, I know as coordinator of athletics and marketing, you've got a big job because there's lots of athletics at SEMO.
Yes. I enjoy what I do. Working with volleyball is one of my favorites, but also all of our fall sports, winter sports, and spring sports. But a lot of it is getting fans and butts in seats, and so I'm really excited to start doing that for volleyball this fall.
My dad used to say something similar when it was time to leave, only the butts was a different word. It was like, we'll go AIS, and everybody ran. Okay. All right. So where do you play volleyball? Is it in the Fieldhouse area?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We play at Hawk Fieldhouse. We love our intimate environment, volleyball only venue.
Has to be. It's got to echo, man.
Oh, yes. I mean, I'll tell you what, a handful of people can make a big difference for the environment. They can heckle. We would love to get a lot of people out heckling this weekend for sure.
Yeah, because then they play worse when you heckle them.
Absolutely. Got to get in their head a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll take any advantage we can get.
It's perfect. Sounds good to me. I might come there as a plant just to heckle people. All right. So, Bree, getting different teams to come. How do you decide your schedule? I've always wondered. How do you decide who you're going to play and when? How does that happen?
That isn't a lot of what I deal with. I deal with kind of getting the outreach done to get people to come and support them based on what the schedule is that we're given. I know Julie does a lot of that scheduling with Nate Savarino and does that with the athletic director and figures that out. And as soon as I know the schedule, I figure out the best way to get as many fans to each one of those games as possible.
Are we going to get you some seats? So what's the capacity there? Do you know? Is it a couple hundred?
I'll tell you, we did a Hawk Fieldhouse event 10 years ago or so when we got, I think, the biggest crowd we had, and that was at 1,200 or something like that.
Holy stink, that's big.
So I think if we can get bleachers in there too, we can pack them in there.
Are you
And we're always
giving
going to count the people on the team. That counts as part of our attendance.
Of course it does. Why would we not
Everybody that's
count
there
them? They're in the
working and
building.
playing.
Yeah, they're in the building.
They're in the building.
The refs are people too.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
They got to watch.
Bring your dog. So do you do little things like maybe bobblehead dolls or stress balls or, little things, little giveaways? Because people tend to want to come to things because of those little things.
Yes, we've got lots of different giveaways for volleyball this year. This weekend, we're giving out their magnets that have their schedule on it. So it's got one of their athletes with their entire schedule, so they know once they come on Thursday that they can keep coming throughout the season. And then we've got this week in specific, Thursday will be a Dr. Pepper tailgate party on the front steps of Hawk Fieldhouse. So we'll have Relish Sandwich Bar from downtown that's going to come and flip some burgers for us. We'll have some Dr. Pepper sample giveaways. We'll have music, games and stuff out there. But in total, we've got a belt bag giveaway. So if you know a little bit about those, we've got
a fanny pack.
Yes.
Let's just go
Fashionable
retro.
fanny pack, though, now.
Yeah,
Fashionable fanny pack, yes.
Okay.
Each one of the volleyball players, when we introduce starting lineups, throws out T-shirts to the fans, so that's something that they get really excited about.
Awesome.
After every game, they do autographs, which is also really fun. So we get them engaged with the student athletes as much as possible.
And I love that you do that because volleyball is such an important sport and it doesn't get enough recognition. It just doesn't. It's not like basketball or football or the others, which I love too. But I'm just saying, who doesn't love to play volleyball? My grandkids, everybody, they're like, can you put up a net and so we can play volleyball? Everybody wants to play volleyball. And some people get ridiculously good at it, so I'm no longer able to play with them. But the girls that you have, it's all girls, right?
Yes.
Okay. So are they all different classmen? Are they different grades?
Oh, yes. We have a wide variety of people from all over the country, honestly, who've come here to play volleyball. And they're, of course, spread out amongst the really 5 years, right? Because we have some people that redshirt. So we have some 50-year, 22-year-olds and then 18-year-olds on the team. So, but they all mesh really well together. It's a lot of fun to watch. The competitiveness, the level, like the speed of the game is so fun. So, if you haven't been to a game in a while, I guarantee you come to one volleyball match, you'll be hooked.
You'll be hooked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just how hard they can hit, for one thing. But the way they just throw themselves on the floor to get that ball to make sure it doesn't touch. I worry about their sanity.
Well, they're obviously all crazy. That's why we play the sport. So that's fine.
Girl, that floor is not going to give. You're going to hit it. But how confident are we that we're sending Iowa home with a
I would love
finger and a thumb on the shape of an L on their forehead?
I would love to do that. Honestly, the last Big Ten team we beat earlier in my career here at SEMO was Iowa.
Okay.
And we were at Iowa. So you never know. That's going to be a challenge. It was a lot of fun. I still remember it. Still remember the last play of the game.
She dreams about it.
So, yes, exactly. So I will be putting that into my brain this week as we prepare and prepare to play. You know, a very good team. The level is going to be there. It's going to be high level competitive volleyball all the way through.
Okay. So I have not played volleyball in years. For us, it was 6 on, 6 off. So do you still do 6 or do you? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now, I know it's regulation, but that's a pretty big gym. So serving for me was always the hardest part.
Ah, okay.
Overhand or underhand? Can you do both?
Oh, yes. Everybody, most of us, they actually jump overhand, like jump float serve is the kind of consistent thing at D1 volleyball these days.
That freaks me out. You can't have fingernails. You can't do, and you cannot be a fashionista if you're playing volleyball.
Well, they do have fingernails still, and I find them all over the court, though. I have to pick them up all the time. I'm like, who's got light purple? Who's this? So, yeah, they still care about the appearance in that way. They'll just deal with it and put new nails on after
they should be
after
wearing
a match.
black and red. I'm just saying.
Also true.
Purple,
I
that's
know.
a problem. All right, so Bree, I know that you have to focus on all sports, but you got to have a special place in your heart for volleyball.
Of course. We've got even some of the promotions that we're doing are very volleyball focused. So we've got a pink out that we'll do in October that'll have a t-shirt giveaway and we'll honor breast cancer survivors at that game.
Nice.
Bigs
for life.
Yes. We do a lot of things that are volleyball focused that just make their game day experience very intimate and very special for all of their fans. So I take pride in that me and Julie kind of have sat down multiple times in the off season to plan things that will get people to want to continue to support SEMO volleyball.
Very cool. You know, do you have a men's volleyball team?
No, we do not. I would love it because we would love to play against them. So there is a men's club team. We do have a club program, and men's volleyball, boys volleyball in the area is growing.
It is. My grandson has wanted to play since 4th grade. And there's never been a place.
Yeah. Yeah, so even this summer when we have our camps, we've had some boys come to our camps and just excited to see the sport grow on that side of it, too.
Yeah.
So,
well, my grandson's so pretty, all the other people would have stood on the court and went, because he's so cute. All right, so that's probably why they wouldn't let him play. You're too pretty to play. Get off the court. You know, I really love that volleyball is growing because, I mean, it's an Olympic sport. Do you have people who get college scholarships on their volleyball play?
Yes, we're a fully funded Division I program. So yes, a lot of they are very good athletes that come here to get an education. The fact that we can support and pay for that is amazing. And what better job to have than playing a sport? Yeah. I mean, that's how I got through college. It was great. I mean, I'd rather than getting a job, quote, real job, play your sport. If you're able to do so, it's a wonderful thing.
That's very, very cool. You know, I had a 10-minute argument with my grandson in Walmart about the difference between a volleyball and a soccer ball. So that was a lot of fun because kids, they see a ball and they go for it. So if you can show your daughter a volleyball really young and start teaching her how to set and, you know, maybe, what do you call it when they pound it over the net?
We call it a hit. Spike used to be the old term, right? But we say hit.
I called it an in-your-face.
Yes,
yeah, that's what we called it. So, you know, get your kids interested young, and that way you'll figure out what it is that they grab onto. You know, you never know what that's going to be. And I'm glad that it's volleyball. How many girls do you have on the team?
So right now our roster is 17. The limit is 18. We just so we're normally stuck around that 17 to 18 people on the team.
Okay. And then do does everybody play? Do you rotate out, or because it's Iowa, we're gonna?
No, I would love to play everybody equally, right? But again, this is college level, and so no, that's not the case. But of course, when people get opportunities, I'm happy to give it to them. If we're, hopefully, we're kicking Iowa's butt, so I can put everybody in, right? But,
you so are.
There'll be a lot of challenges, but we do have a lot of depth. So a lot of people have already played. We've had 6 matches this season. Almost everybody has played. And now I'm thinking about, I think everybody except for maybe 1 or 2 players have gotten in, and the season's early. So, but they all work equally hard. We challenge each other every day. It's a wonderful group. It's fun to watch them play.
Okay, so the first game is, I don't think they wrote it down here.
Thursday.
Invitational, September 11th.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Patriots Day. Yeah. So the 11th through the 13th, you're going to have a special focus on the they're the Hawkeyes?
Yes.
Okay.
The Iowa Hawkeyes.
They couldn't even come up with a good name. All right. So that'll be at 6 p.m. in the field house.
Correct.
Do people have to buy tickets to get in, or how does it work?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so one thing I can talk about is going into this year, we actually have what's called Kids Cheer Free, sponsored by Walmart. So
That's awesome.
you are able to go online and purchase your 1 adult ticket and then get as many kids tickets for free as you would need for your family of 4, family of 5, that you would be able to just purchase them online, and then you can walk up, they'll scan them, and then you'll just be let into the game.
That's so awesome, because that's how you get them. That's how you get the kids hooked, is by having them watch.
Yeah.
And, I want all the kids to find a sport, because I feel like they do better academically and socially if they're in a sport. I think that's been a proven thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Athletics builds a lot of character. You learn teamwork and leadership and communication.
And you get strong.
And you get strong, exactly, yeah.
Open a can if you need to. Just saying. All right. So family weekend is coming up, too. I'm sure you want to talk to people about volleyball during that time, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Family weekend.
Especially right after you beat Iowa.
Yes, Julie, do you want to talk a little bit about that schedule? I think you guys are away.
So we're away during family weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
this week we play at 6 p.m. Thursday against Iowa. 6 p.m. we'll play Weber State. They're coming here all the way from Utah.
Weber?
And then, yes, Weber. It's looks like Weber, but they do say Weber, and they're coming all the way from Utah here to Cape Girardeau.
We can't say much. We say Caro.
That's true, exactly.
We can't say
have
much.
Some unique ways to say some of these towns too. So, and then we played Murray State at 2:00 on Saturday.
Awesome.
And then we'll be on the road for the next couple weekends, and then back with OVC play after that. So.
Very cool. And they have to keep up with their academic, because you have to keep a certain percentage, a good GPA, so that you can stay on the team. Where did you play as a youngin'?
I played at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So I'm from Milwaukee originally, stayed close to home, and got to play at Milwaukee for 4 years.
Okay, so are you a Packers fan then?
I am. I know you're wearing that Cowboy shirt. It's kind of
You
making me
took
sick.
Micah.
I know we did, and he had a good game yesterday.
So mad at you. I'm still in mourning. I will never get over it. I know this is volleyball,
Yes.
but my God, you took Micah.
Yes, we did.
I don't just like football, I live it.
Yes.
So I actually have all my picks over here from this week of who's supposed to have won the game. So we'll see what happens. All right, but we want the Red Hawks to win every volleyball game. So when they are at the field house, where do we get a schedule to see when you're home?
You can get a schedule online
Yes,
or come to the game on
online.
Thursday.
Yep.
You'll get a magnet, put it on your fridge. You got a reminder every time you go to the refrigerator.
Yeah. And who doesn't want another fridge magnet? We need them for everything. For your what are we going to eat at lunch today? Oh, I got to pack a lunch because kid hates this thing. And, your picture, everything. We got to have it. All right. Well, you two are just a breath of fresh air. I'm so glad I got to meet you both. And I really, really hope you send Iowa home crying in their Hawkeye uniforms on the bus back home. Do you play 1 game, 2 games, couple games? How many are you going to play?
We'll play 3 matches for the weekend. Each match is 3 out of 5 sets. So
Okay.
we got to win 3 out of 5 to win the whole match.
My gosh.
Yep. So
How
Thursday,
tennis
Friday,
of you.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whew, that's a lot of volleyball.
It is. We played 10 sets in a row on Friday at an away tournament. So
Just sweaty girls getting on the bus. All right, Bree Hall that did not come out the way I meant it to. All right, Bree Hall is a coordinator of athletics and marketing, and SEMO's volleyball coach Julie Yankus. They are ready to get the party started, and it's all going to happen at the Field House with the Invitational September 11th to the 13th. And I'm predicting that you're going to win.
I love it.
You owe me this for taking Mike up.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, ladies. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Go Red Hawks.